If a question asks me for factors considered by a government in choosing policy solutions, how should I plan my answer? Now, these questions are not uncommon. They relate to the decision-making framework, which is actually an expanded form of your cost-benefit analysis. So you will definitely have to consider the benefits, the costs, and you can add in constraints and unintended consequences. If time permits, you can consider other perspectives, like other parties who are involved or information. But let's focus on the first one, which is benefits. Now, we should see benefits as the door, the entry point for us to explain how the policy works. So if the question is asking for policies considered by a government, factors considered by a government in coming up with policies to address market failure in the case of cigarettes, the first paragraph could be the benefits of the policy. But if you find benefits a little bit strange in starting an essay, you could talk about the root cause of the problem. So you rephrase benefits as the root cause. So we'll say if the root cause of the problem is externalities, use taxation. If the root cause is imperfect information, use campaigns. So that's your first factor. And please infuse your rigor diagrams, okay? Same extends to macro questions. Factors you consider when you come up with policies to deal with unemployment, again, think of root cause. Cyclical unemployment, fiscal policy. Structural unemployment, supply side policy. Now, other than benefits, we move on to the limitations. You talk about costs. Let's say the monetary cost of financing this policy, as well as opportunity costs. You could also bring in constraints, budgetary constraints, or even information constraints. Not knowing how big your spillover cost is, hence not knowing how much to tax. Or in the world of macroecons, constraints could be size of multiplier, nature of economy, all right? And the last one, unintended consequences, aka trade-offs. Consider how achieving this goal can thwart other micro or macro objectives. So that's it. Factors considered by government in deriving policy solutions, benefits, aka root cause, that's your first paragraph. Then talk about costs, constraints, unintended consequences.